How's it going, guys? Chris back here again with some more for all here on the channel. Today, we are doing our games for the deck we drafted yesterday. And I get to keep this. This is not what I'm interested in, but it is a hand that is functional. And we are in the play. So a turn 3, where 3 drops are not as detrimental. We up against Crabmill. I am not all that sure I can stop a Crabmill. I think I'm gonna put in the amalgam. Our opponent has held up 2 mana, which is suspicious. It might not actually be. We know a couple of the counter spells in this format, right? Like there is the 3 mana flash creature. There's a blue that counters a creature or manifest dread, I think. And there's probably a just generic 3 mana one. I mean, our Delirium deck is gonna like this somewhat. I don't know if I can actually trigger. Wait a second. Uh, man, where you at? I don't actually need an enchantment in my bin. I have Attic. So what is our opponent gonna do on 3 mana? A 5/4 for 4 is a little bit above the curve. It's a tad. And look at the top card of your library. It's the land. You make it on milling, looking for basic land. I mean, we're up to 3. Uh-huh. Hmm. They milled my boy. I can deal with everything but the crab. Uh, Opponent? Sure. I mean, I guess I could have dealt with the crab too. Like, given to violence is a wild ride for 2 mana. Makes 5 equals 7. That much is true. Sure. Hey, Delirium's online. Love to see it. Onto the battlefield. No block opponent. I mean, we had to make our opponent do something. We can't just let them sit there and mill me out the whole game. They have 3 mana to work with. We know that they can cast at least 1 card in their hand. Maybe even 2. Step 1, as always. So we can actually get Delirium. That is good to know. We have instants and sorceries. Yeah. We've stopped the mill for now. And we're gonna play our big old boy. Rude? Huh. Yikes, opponent. Yikes. Feel like we countered something and then immediately got the thing that was countered. That's gotta suck. I mean, it's a big board to worry about. That's gotta be the unluckiest thread counter that I've ever seen. GG. We'll go on to the next game. And we are back with our game 2. I was quietly contemplating to myself how draft videos are. I don't like this hand, but I'll keep it. It's on the verge of being something. Yeah, I was quietly contemplating to myself how draft videos are a bit intimidating, honestly, because one wrong click, you committed yourself to additional editing, and top that off, you just never know how long they're actually gonna be, right? Like it's 3 to 7 games minimum, uh, and it depends on so many factors, so you never know what's gonna happen. But I'd say that's why we cut out the breaks in between. So it's just game, 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 game. Because if you do a full 7, it's gonna be at least an hour, even with just nothing else going on. So if we don't draw a land here, we're pretty screwed. Yikes. Pretty screwed, I think. Um, yeah, so you gotta be a very, very conservative, very on the ball, and I can be good at those kind of things, but when not pressed or pushed. And generally not. And YouTube is something I do in my spare time for fun, right? Like I enjoy playing Magic. I want to encourage other people to play Magic, but can't. That's well beyond my pay grade at this point. But hey, we got a land. Our things have opened up. A 4/2 Reacher should solve that cheerleader. Can we make a game out of this, being mana screwed for a turn and a half? I don't know. Depending on what our opponent's up to, right? Like if they have 2 more contingency plans, we're probably screwed. Wow. First strike. Well, that sucks. block. Ethereal armor. Stormweaver. And we're racing. Gains lifelink, but not trample. I guess life swing is good enough. Like with one given to vengeance, we can blank an attack from our opponent. So they take us down. Oh, wow. This is given to vengeance territory. Or given to violence. I imagine that was what they were trying to do. Get me to block with the Swarmweaver, and then I don't think it keeps me alive. I think I still lose, but barely. It's just not actually a thing. You can't lose barely. Ah, GG. Combat math is hard, man. We are back for our game number 3. We're 1-1. What we learned from our last game is that our deck really likes to play on curve. Like it is really interested in that kind of thing. So this is the same hand we saw last time. It didn't work out last time. Probably will this time. I have faith. Land off the top one time, please. Land off the top one time, please. Like, our hand is immediately solved by another land. Hey, it's even a good one. Are we drawing? Mm-hmm. It's time to equip. I guess we're equipping over there. Fair enough. So, what are we doing? Yes, this works. Skull crack. I love skull crack. Whenever that rabbit is dealt damage, it will auto-sack itself, which is nice. I kind of want to draw a land this turn. And I was not going to draw one. Yikes. For a while. That was a fourth card in the pile. Huh. Ouch. No block. Hmm. Hmm. Get rid of the flyer. No attack. I think we survived this onslaught. Mm-hmm. Let's get down this. Unlock that. I guess I take 4. Can't be blocked by glimmers. Oh my god. Lions need to stop, man. Uh-huh. Those lions. I may have underestimated you, lions. Yikes. Uh, yeah, I kinda can't do anything about that. Yikes. My opponent just has to remove the equipment and attack, and I'm pretty screwed. I guess this works too. Yikes. Just got aggroed out and didn't draw any action. Ugh. We'll go into a game 4. Back again. Game 4 is here, and we are in sudden death. If we don't win this one, the jig's up. The game is over. But we actually didn't get mana screwed this time. There are only 13 lands on our deck, so 14 lands on our deck, so in theory we could be drawing good. I'm gonna try to get down an Egotist. I think it's gonna get countered, but really, it didn't get countered. Okay, it got derailed, I suppose. Grounded? Didn't get grounded. That wouldn't work. Ouch. We're gonna go with the Reach Creature. He's basically our only answer to flying creatures. Might even be something good under the face down, so that's something we could consider. Opponent is manifesting dread at every corner. Uh, as far as I'm aware, there isn't a manifest dread deck in standard that's like topping the charts. Could be. You never know. But One of the reasons why I think, because this is all basically the morph mechanic. And I think one of the reasons why the morph mechanic has never really been all that successful is because paying any amount of mana for a 2/2 with no abilities is basically pointless. It's just not worth your time. Neat. Uh-huh. And that guy back down. Going in for 4. To 18. We have 2 hasters in hand. Our delirium is far and away from being online, but we're getting to the point where our opponent probably, if they have counter spells, they're beginning need not need them, but like they're running out of options of things to counter if they have counter spells, and that means yikes for me. Ouch! Not my Alamok. Not my Atala. My good names are hard. Sickening. No attack. I gotta kill those bookworms. Maybe our opponent isn't a counterspell heavy version of their deck. More and more of my things are disappearing. I don't like it. Just making it easy for me. This vile mutilator has so many things he could sacrifice. I guess I take the 4 here. Never gonna happen, is it? We're just controlled. The control deck has won. Jig is up. Alright, mutilating time. Cast. That is rough. If this gets countered, we are, like, literally doomed. And it's gonna, right? Like, it has to. No, okay. Well, but our opponent has more than enough cards to deal with it, I think. So I think we are at a 1-3, which is better than last week. Which is basically all we asked for here, is that we have marginal improvement over the course of our drafting. And we improved our way up to a 0-7, or not a 0-7, a 7-2 in our last rotation of Quick Duskmourn draft. At this time, maybe we'll get there. I doubt we will. Maybe. I think what probably pushed it over the edge last time, because this is the second time Quick Draft has been Duskmourn. There was a Bloomburrow in between that we never actually got to. But what pushed it over last time is that I recorded 2 drafts back to back. Because Duskmourn was cycling out in 48 hours, and I either had a odd Bloomburrow in there, or I got another Duskmourn in somehow. And I managed to get the other Duskmourn in, and it turned out good because I was already drafting so much at that point that the format was very forward in my brain, right? Like it was at the front of things I thought of and understood. Neat. I mean, if I get away with this, that'd be nice too. Unfortunately, glimmer tokens on the ground are just gonna the clog up the battlefield. You're a scarecrow. I didn't notice that. Are we at the point where we can make a scarecrow deck in Brawl? I don't think we are, but it's encouraging that we're seeing more scarecrows. Of course, in the horror theme set, you would want to make sure you had some scarecrows. They're a staple of the genre, right? Opponent has 7 cards in hand. What are we even doing? If opponent draws any more cards, they die. And I'm 90% sure I saw survive this combat, so what are we doing, opponent? What are we doing, opponent? Alright, I should have lost this game. I 100% should have lost this game. But Hickdock had other plans. Plans beyond my understanding. I'll see you in the next game, I guess. I've never been more triggered at winning a game of Magic than I am right now. I'm about to say, normally, the little breaks in between matches are just quiet contemplation corners. And today, between match number 4 and 5, was just full tilt stew. Why did that happen? Makes no sense. I guess we're counting to 4. Hey, would you look at that? We found our 4th land. It's green, too. Exactly the color I needed. Might as well pick some mana. Another. Well, that's neat, isn't it, guys? Just kind of neat. They are going to give themselves indestructible. Yeah, yeah. No block. Draw a card, and then discard unless creature with 2 power less entered the battlefield. Another creature, so it can't be itself. Man, for a while in Standard, I was rocking a white weenie enter the battlefield deck. I mean, I guess we just race, right? Sure. I don't need my lands for anything. This deck loves being mana screwed, so. Like, am I getting LD'd? Screwed? They didn't LD though, which is like about as honorable as you can expect. From a random opponent, right? Like, huh. Grab that, go grab that. I'll take that. Yikes. Neat. But I can't even double block. Kinda got a block like that, I think. And then I just die to the flyers next turn. Yeah, I need something not. Alright, well, this is a good start. Bad removal could be bad for me. Could be bad for me. Yeah, like that. Yeah, like that. And not even removal, just direct damage. Well, that is the end. I mean, Mystery Stranger draw my entire deck talk got me going for an additional game, but like we saw the writing on the wall during that game, didn't we? That it was not going to go much further. Either way, if you enjoyed, remember to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye for now.